It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Decision he will likely regret. Brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown Gators! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest, walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. start this drive at their own 25. For this Sooner offense to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He breaks his tackle. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
On target to the left. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's carry on. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Into the end zone.
physical running, driving through the defense on his way for a touchdown. I just love the pad level this guy plays with. With his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage, he's just able to absorb contact and stay on his feet. You can't do it any better than that.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to...
Absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Motion from the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
To the air on first down. He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the air on third and short. Snags it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it wasn't the most accurate throw, but an incredible effort by the receiver to pluck it out of the air, get a foot down in bounds right on the sideline. He didn't get the first, but he's now given them an opportunity to convert this fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The toss sweep to the right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw on third down. Posting the marker, it's Montgomery. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Davidson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Adams. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. And he did that right there.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Montgomery. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Florida!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Coming out with it, it's Farrell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Creates a little room. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. The Gators are flying down the field. Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Using his legs, it's King. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown Sooner. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Gators are on the move. Makes the catch. It's Davidson. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
As they try to get a stop in the red zone. Third down play from the gun. He's got it on the move. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Direct snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Complete to the left. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
I'll tell you, I love the effort by the defense on that play, stopping him short of the goal line. It's now 4th down. And if this offense chooses to go for it here in this situation, can the defense come up with another big play?
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a fourth-quarter touchdown on 4th down.
guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by just one over Arkansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Montgomery. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Davidson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. The throw. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw in you are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got quarterbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands where.
And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And now they're going to go for 2 and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense.